Yeah. So now we are going to start with the Facebook marketing. So when we are going to start with the Facebook platform, so here you have initially we have to get logged in with our personal profile. So once you are going to create with the personal profile, so the Facebook
Lokesh
will.
ji, again request, please make it in Hindi and English,
Yes
please.
sir, yes sir. Yes sir, we will go
Thank
with
you.
that. Yes sir. So when you are saying that Facebook account, the Facebook platform, so we are going to have a two platform. So Facebook पे आपका अकाउंट क्रिएट करना चाहिए तो वहां पे आपको दो तरह का अकाउंट हो सकता है। एक तो आपके पर्सनल प्रोफाइल। So without personal profile account, it is not possible to create with an business account because it wants to know that फेसबुक को कंफर्म करना चाहिए यदि आप यहाँ पे जो भी यहाँ पे अकाउंट क्रिएट करता है उस अकाउंट वो रियली ह्यूमन बीइंग कर रहा है या कोई ऑटोमेटिकली कोई टूल्स को यूज करके या कोई टाइप ऑफ ऑटोमेशंस को यूज करके क्रिएट कर रहा है क्या करके कंफर्म करने के लिए उसके लिए पर्सनल प्रोफाइल जरूरी है। तो आपके पर्सनल प्रोफाइल को ओपन करने के बाद में यहाँ पे आपको ऑन टॉप यू कैन बी एबल टू सी द मेनू ऑप्शन। सो यू कैन क्लिक ऑन दिस मेनू ऑप्शन। होप द स्क्रीन इज विजिबल टू एवरीवन। तो यहाँ पे मेनू का जो 9 डॉट्स दिख रहा है वहां पे क्लिक किया तो आपको द लिस्ट ऑफ ऑप्शंस दिखाई देगा जिसमें से अंडर क्रिएट यू हैव टू गो विथ पेज ऑप्शन। So either you may find it the page option over here. Certain times in your screen you may be getting it as a यहाँ पे ड्रॉप डाउन बटन रहेगा उसमें भी आपको क्लिक किया तो आपको कभी कभी ऑप्शंस दे सकता है। नहीं तो ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड यू हैव अ लिस्ट ऑफ ऑप्शंस ओवर देयर। क्लिक ऑन सी मोर। सो यहाँ पे भी आपको लिस्ट ऑफ ऑप्शन में पेजेस करके आपको ऑप्शन मिलेगा। सो कहीं पे भी आप क्लिक किया तो पेजेस के ऊपर यहाँ पे आपको आपने पहले से ही आपने बिजनेस पेज को खोला है तो यहाँ पे लिस्ट वहां पे दिखाएगा। नहीं तो आपको क्रिएट न्यू पेज पे जाना पड़ेगा। सो क्लिक ऑन द पेजेस ऑप्शन either on the left hand side in the list or on this menu bar under the create click on the page option. So it will take you to the create page screen. So यहाँ पे आपका कंपनी का और बिजनेस का नाम आप यहाँ पे दे सकते हैं। So let me give it for example Lokesh Raj Ads Agency and click anywhere outside the box. कहीं पे भी आप क्लिक किया तो जो कुछ भी आपने दिया हुआ है नाम पे दिया हुआ है पेज नेम पे दिया हुआ है उस नाम से पहले से ही और कोई दूसरा पेज क्रिएट हुआ है तो आपको वहां पे दोबारा से डुप्लीकेशन नहीं करने के लिए देंगे। सो इट विल नॉट अलाउ यू टू डुप्लीकेट द सेम पेज नेम। सो यू कैन सी द राइट मार्क ओवर देयर विद इन ग्रीन इन कलर। सो दिस इंडिकेट्स दैट देयर इज नो पेज विद द सेम नेम। सो दिस इज अ यूनिक नेम। ओके, उसके बाद में यहाँ पे कैटेगरी का ऑप्शन मिलेगा जहां पे आपका बिजनेस का कैटेगरी को आप यहाँ पे स्पेसिफाई करना चाहिए। सो whenever you are going to go with the category business category in any platform on the internet, so you will be given with some predefined options. So suppose if I'm going to say that it is my agency is related to advertising. Okay, so you can be able to select it. So is it mandatory that you are supposed to select only one category? No, you can select it up to 3 categories. आपके बिजनेस अलग अलग सा कैटेगरी को बिलोंग करता है तो आप यहाँ पे कैटेगरीज अप टू 3 कैटेगरीज आप सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं। ओके, सो यू कैन सेलेक्ट इट एडवर्टाइजिंग और मार्केटिंग एंड आई select once again with advertising. So it is related to advertising agency also. और in case और कोई और दूसरा कोई category को relevant रहेगा तो you can be able to select with that. So be very sure that what category your business is coming under. Okay, so this will help the Facebook.
One question, लोकेश जी.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
अपने ये पेज अभी मान लो क्रिएट कर लिया, फिर मान लो कि 6 महीने, 1 साल या 2 साल, 2-3 साल बाद हमने कुछ कैटेगरी ऐड की अपना बिजनेस में, तो यहाँ पे कैटेगरी ऐड कर सकते हैं फिर हम?
श्योर सर, क्रिएट ऐड कर सकते हैं सर.
ठीक है, थैंक यू.
ओके सर. सो अभी आपको पेज क्रिएशन के बारे में दिखा रहा हूँ. बाद में आपको कैसे एडिट करना चाहिए फ्यूचर में, उसको भी हम दिखाएंगे. तो यहाँ पे या सो कैटेगरी हमने यहाँ पे 2 को सिलेक्ट किया हुआ है. उसके बाद में डिस्क्रिप्शन. सो इट इज मैंडेटरी यू हैव टू डिस्क्राइब योर बिजनेस. क्या आपके बिजनेस को कोई भी फॉलो करना चाहिए, नहीं तो आपसे बिजनेस लेना चाहेंगे तो क्या तरह का सर्विसेज या प्रोडक्ट्स या एक्सपेक्टेशंस को रख के आपको कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, उसको आप यहाँ पे डिस्क्राइब करना चाहिए. So let me say it as Lokesh Raj Ads Agency. So based on training, advertising and consulting. So I can be able to add as many details I wanted. Right now I'll take this as a description of my business. So up to 255 characters limitation रहेगा. तो आप यहाँ पे description 255 characters. So 255 characters includes with space bar, special characters और कोई भी symbol को भी आप. Yes. So it is included with every bit, every character on this description. So up to 255 characters. यहाँ पे create page पे click करेंगे. The next profile picture. So you can add it with profile picture. Then cover image of your business. So if you want, you can be able to add it now. Otherwise, you can be able to add it later also. So I'll click on save. Yes. So now you can be able to see that, since you all know that Facebook is taken over, Facebook has taken over the WhatsApp and the Instagram. So since it has been connected to the same product, so it will be asking you to integrate आपका WhatsApp बिजनेस को भी आप यहाँ पे Facebook पेज को कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं. जब भी आप कोई भी एक्टिविटीज आप करेंगे Facebook थ्रू, आप यहाँ से आप डायरेक्टली WhatsApp बिजनेस के थ्रू से आप कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. Okay, so as of now I'm not connected with this. I'll just ignore this and I'll come to the main page, the home page of my business page account. So it shows over here. Okay, so the profile picture has been taken. So now it is always recommended to have your profile picture as well as cover photo. ये दोनों बहुत important रहेगा. So why? Because it is one thing is to make your business visibility. So how do the people can recognize with just a name? So you can be able to give your profile symbol so that people can be able to easily identify. So it is like you're branding yourself. इसके लिए आपको
सर एक बार फिर बता देंगे.
हाँ मैम.
When we have added the profile picture, we have clicked on add profile picture. After that, we have to connect with the Facebook, sorry, WhatsApp also.
Yes, you can connect it. So you will be able to get this option to connect it. So सपोज आपने क्रिएट करने वक्त आपने इग्नोर कर दिया व्हाट्सएप को, इग्नोर कर दिया. अभी आपको व्हाट्सएप पे कनेक्ट करना चाहेंगे तो आप यहाँ पे ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड जहां पे आपको ऑप्शंस रहेगा, आपको स्क्रॉल डाउन करके लास्ट ऑप्शन सेटिंग्स करके रहेगा, उस पे आप क्लिक करके यहाँ पे पेज इन्फो का ऑप्शन रहेगा. So this is a page settings, the business page settings, page info पे जाके यहाँ पे आप आपका जो कुछ भी डिटेल्स है आपके बिजनेस के बारे में यहाँ पे आप डिटेल्स दे सकते हैं. So sir, who asked me that how I can be able to add an category in the future. So यहाँ पे आप आके यहाँ पे ऐड कर सकते हैं सर. Okay, so you can be able to add it with your contact number. If any audience want to get connected to the mobile number, you can give it. In case if you feel it that you don't want to share your contact number, आपको contact number का details देना नहीं चाहेंगे तो यहाँ पे आपको option रहेगा my page does not have a phone number. It is not only for phone number, for any information. Any information if you do not want to share. Yes ma'am. Yeah. So in case if you people are going to give the details, you can be able to give it. In case if you want to ignore the details that you do not want to share it, आपको details देना नहीं चाहेंगे तो यहाँ पे आपको option रहेगा my page does not have. वो particular option को आप ignore कर सकते हैं. And try to be very careful that you are going to feed up with all the relevant details over here. So this is called as profile optimization. आपका कोई भी options यहाँ पे blank नहीं रहना चाहिए. जो कुछ भी details आपको business चाहिए तो आपको contacts बढ़ाना है तो यहाँ पे आपको contact details देना ही चाहिए. तो जो कुछ भी आप देना नहीं चाहेंगे उसको यहाँ पे वो बटन के ऊपर क्लिक कर दिया तो वो ऑप्शन हिडन हो जाएगा. तो आप वो ऑप्शन स्किप कर दिया करके रहेगा तो आपका प्रोफाइल कंप्लीट होके रहेगा. ओके, देना है तो आप दे सकते हैं, नहीं तो आप इग्नोर कर सकते हैं बाय क्लिकिंग ऑन दिस बटन. ओके, सो लेट मी चूज दिस. फाइन. सो द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज ईमेल एड्रेस. आप देना चाहेंगे तो दे सकते हैं, नहीं तो यू कैन select this. So if you have a website, you can give, otherwise you can ignore it. So the next thing is location. So you have to give your business location. आप कौन से जगह से आप आपका बिजनेस रन कर रहा है तो उसका एड्रेस यहाँ पे देना चाहिए. Okay, so you have to give the location and you can be able to drag and drop. So where is your exact location? It is going to be available. Suppose if you do not want to share your location, आपको आपका location को share करना नहीं चाहेंगे, तो यहाँ पे आप my page does not have a location पे click कर सकते हैं. The next thing is additional details. So service areas. So service area का है तो आप जहाँ से भी आप business करेंगे, for example, अभी हम बैंगलोर में एक जगह है जयनगर, वहां से मैं मेरा बिजनेस लोकेशन को कनेक्ट कर रहा हूं. तो मेरा बिजनेस सिर्फ जयनगर बैंगलोर के लिए ही है या कौन कौन से जगह पे हमारा सर्विसेज मिल सकता है. सो द लिस्ट ऑफ ऑल द एरियाज, so either it could be an area in the city or it could be the whole city or it could be the whole state or it could be the whole country also. So you can be able to select it. So to which all the places are you going to give the services? किस जगह पे आपका सर्विस मिल सकता है वो यहाँ पे लिस्ट आउट कर सकता है. So you should be very clear over here whatever you are going to enter, so that you should be ready to accept that. It's not that you are giving a name of the area and you are just ignoring it. So then it is going to lose its impact. Then it is a negative image. So try to be very clear and confidently you can be able to give the areas where you can be able to give the services. Okay, so let me say that my services, it is for the whole Bangalore. And if I want, I can be able to add it. So I can add it. The Gurugram place also. Okay. So if I'm ready to give the services, I should be very careful and I should be able to clearly say that I am ready to serve it. My services or my product sales can happen with this location, whatever I'm selecting it with. Okay, you can select as many areas you wanted. So you can list it out over here. The next, the working times. So आपका contact timings क्या है? The other name you can say it as business hours. Okay, so you can be able to select it with the multiple options you have it. So choose the right one. So no hours available means it is I'm not sure at what time my business or what time people can connect with me. Always open 24 hours. Permanently closed. So suppose business शुरू किया और क्लोज भी कर दिया, तो परमानेंटली क्लोज क्लिक कर लिया तो आपका बिजनेस पेज फेसबुक पे रहेगा, पर उसमें परमानेंटली क्लोज करके स्टेटस दिखाएगा. Then open during selected hours. So specific hours में कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. ऐसा आपको स्पेसिफाई करना चाहिए तो आपको टाइमिंग स्पेसिफाई करना है तो यहाँ पे ओपन ड्यूरिंग सेलेक्टेड आवर्स पे क्लिक करना चाहिए. So give the timings. So let me give it for example. So my work is from morning 8 to, so suppose if you are going to give it 24 hours, you can be able to give it a 24 hours timing also. So morning 8 to 20th hour. Okay, otherwise you can take it as 08. That is 8 to 8. Okay, suppose in between, if you have any break, so let's assume it my business starts from 8 hours to, let's assume it at 13th hour, I will have a break. So after 13th hour, that is 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. In that case, I have to click on this plus button and I have to give the splitting timings. So I'll be reopening my business at 14 hour to 20th hour. आप चाहे तो 12 hours को भी दे सकते हैं. So 12 hours का है तो आप instead of 30 you can give it as 1 or 0 1 और इसको 0 2 to 8. Okay. Yeah. So I was able to hear someone's. Someone was asking a question. Is that my voice is audible? Yeah. So can you repeat the question? Okay. So I'll just go ahead. In case if you have any doubt, you can be able to raise your question. So let me take it. For example, I'm going to work from morning 8 to evening 8. So in that case, I can give it as 24 hours. Okay. So the next thing is, so like this, I am supposed to give it for all the days. And be sure that whatever the timings you are giving, you are going to respond to your audiences. You are available at that particular time. Yes. And one more thing is, there is no option over here to click on save. Automatically, whenever you are going to enter any data over here, you can click anywhere outside, so that automatically saved. यहाँ पे जो कुछ भी आप एंटर करेंगे, वो एंटर करने के बाद बाहर कहीं पे भी आप क्लिक कर लिया तो आप यहाँ पे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे देख सकते हैं द गिवन डेटा इज सेव्ड. Example, I'll just see. You can see that your changes have been saved. करके यहाँ पे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे दिखाएगा. Okay. So if I'm working on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 15 hour. So you can see once I click on the right hand side anywhere outside, so it is going to say your changes have been saved. That means there is no any special button or separate button for you to have a saving the changes. Okay. So the next thing is temporary service changes. So in case अभी तक जो कुछ भी आपने दिया हुआ है टाइमिंग के बारे में और जो कुछ भी सर्विसेज के बारे में आपने एरियाज को ऐड किया और जो कुछ भी डिटेल्स को चेंज किया दिया हुआ है, उसमें से कुछ भी चेंजेस हुआ तो यहाँ पे आप स्पेसिफाई कर सकते हैं. तो कभी-कभी due to some uncertainties, so we may come across with changes, general changes in our business type of services, or it could be on the timings. So for example, in the COVID time, so उस टाइम पे हम लोगों को specific time दिया हुआ था. So for the particular period, उसके बाद में हम रेगुलर टाइम पे हम बिजनेस कर रहे हैं. ओके. सो ऐसे टेम्पररीली कुछ भी चेंजेस हुआ तो यहाँ पे आपको स्पेसिफाई करना चाहिए. सो इफ देयर इज नो चेंजेस, then click on operating as usual. Okay. So These are the details what you are supposed to give it with your business. So the next part is here you are supposed to give it the products information. Privacy policy, you will be having the list of privacies. If you have been added that in your website, you can add that link of that policy. Okay, so आपने कोई भी terms and conditions policies privacy policies को आपने create किया हुआ है और उसको under the statutory amendment आपने कोई permission लेके आपने किया हुआ है तो so you can be able to add such kind of privacy policy links over here. तो उसके बाद में impression, it is not for our country, it is only specified to certain countries where they have to give the declaration about their business. So what type of products or services they are giving it as per their government. So it is mandatory for them to enter with impression details. So it is not applicable for our Indian country. The next products, if you want to talk about any products, anything offer is going on, you want to highlight it, so you can be able to add it, that information over here. And it is not mandatory to add it. If you want, you can add it. So apart from till now, whatever the details has been given, इसके अलावा और कुछ डिटेल्स देना चाहेंगे तो यहाँ पे एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन के ऊपर आप देख सकते हैं. Okay, so price range, let it be as unspecified. Then currency, it is taken as an Indian rupee, so let it be the same. The next thing is, in case if you want to connect this Facebook with any other social media accounts, you can be able to see the list of accounts where you can be able to connect those accounts over here. Okay, if you want, you can be able to integrate it with the Facebook with other accounts. So give that account name and you can click on that type of account. So it is going to get linked. Okay, so these are the details are mandatorily you are supposed to enter it while creating your business account on Facebook. Is that clear?
So if we create,
yeah, go ahead.
If we link with other accounts, so if
Yeah.
I post any post on Facebook,
Yeah.
so by default, automatically it will be posted to other accounts also.
Yes, yes, yes. It will
जितने भी हम
also
link
reflect.
करेंगे.
हाँ.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So these are the settings or the information.
नहीं, एक सेकंड लोकेश जी.
Yes, sir.
उन्होंने पूछा कि मतलब कोई पेज पे फोटो पेस्ट करेंगे तो वो जो भी लिंक पेजेस होंगे वो सब में थोड़ी दिखेंगे सर. मेरे ख्याल से एक ही में दिखेंगे.
नहीं, अभी आप यहाँ पे अकाउंट्स को ऐड कर लिया तो अभी और दूसरे जगह है जहाँ पे आप डायरेक्टली इंटीग्रेशन कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे जो कुछ भी अकाउंट्स है यहाँ पे आप अकाउंट्स के डिटेल्स को दे सकते हैं ताकि जो भी आपके फेसबुक अकाउंट को कांटेक्ट करेंगे उसमें से आपके दूसरे अकाउंट्स के बारे में भी डिटेल्स मिलेंगे.
वो तो सिर्फ इंस्टाग्राम और वो रहेगा. वो तो फेसबुक का पूछ रहे हैं कि फेसबुक में ही अगर उनके मल्टीपल अकाउंट्स है तो वो उसमें दिखेगा क्या. आई गेस वही पूछा था.
आप यहाँ पे फेसबुक से ट्विटर को कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं, फेसबुक को इंस्टाग्राम को कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं. जब भी आप फेसबुक पे पोस्ट डालेंगे सेम टाइम इट विल गो ऑन रिफ्लेक्ट ऑन दैट अदर अकाउंट आल्सो.
ठीक है, मतलब फेसबुक पे अगर हम कर रहे हैं तो उसमें तो यूनिक पेज पे ही रहेगा.
हाँ, सिर्फ आप फेसबुक का अकाउंट को ही रखेंगे, दूसरे कोई अकाउंट का डिटेल्स नहीं देंगे, इंटीग्रेट नहीं करेंगे तो आपके फेसबुक अकाउंट पे ही रहेगा.
ठीक है.
Okay.
ठीक है, थैंक यू.
Fine. So the next thing is you can be able to give access to your other user accounts. So for example, अभी जो कुछ भी आप पेजेस को क्रिएट करेंगे, बिजनेस पेजेस क्रिएट करने के बाद में आप it is regularly you have to give some activities. So if you don't do the activities on the regular basis, आपने कोई भी कमेंट रिसीव किया है और उसको आपने रेस्पॉन्स नहीं किया, तो आपके प्रोफाइल विजिबिलिटी, तो यहाँ पे आपका विजिबिलिटी कम हो जाएगा. So that is nothing but profile optimization करके बताएंगे. तो आपको रेगुलरली आपको एक्टिविटीज करना पड़ेगा, पर आपके तरफ से तो नहीं होगा. So if you are busy with something else and you cannot be able to concentrate on the Facebook business account, so in that cases you can be able to make another person to do this activities. So you might be hire a person where that person will be able to do the activities on a regular basis and have a view on what all the things is happening on your business page. तो आप डायरेक्टली आप उन लोगों को आपके अकाउंट के डिटेल्स, यानी आपका ईमेल आईडी अकाउंट और उसके पासवर्ड आप देना चाहेंगे? पासवर्ड भी.
So why is it matlab, what is the importance of giving the I mean why it is important to do something on our page regularly?
Yeah, see, for example, ma'am, let's assume it that you are busy with your business, so you are not able to concentrate on your Facebook page. So you know that even though if you are not going to do if you don't do any kind of activities on Facebook page, you are not going to get a more visibility, audiences आपको नहीं मिलेंगे, तो आप उसको खोना चाहेंगे आप?
Okay, तो मतलब जितना एक्टिव रहेंगे उतना पेज पॉपअप होता रहेगा एज अ नोटिफिकेशन.
यस, सो उतना विजिबिलिटी रहेगा. तो इस टाइम पे आप क्या करेंगे? आपके बदले में आपका यानी आप हायर करेंगे या किसी और के, आपके फैमिली या फ्रेंड्स या रिलेटिव्स किसी को भी एक्सेस देके उनको बताएंगे कि वो कुछ एक्टिविटीज करे, कोई भी नोटिफिकेशन को चेक करके आपको डिटेल्स देना चाहिए. सो ऐसे आपको किसी और को आपके डिटेल्स को देना, आपके बिजनेस पेज के ऊपर नजर रखना चाहेंगे, तो आप क्या आपके ईमेल आईडी और पासवर्ड उनको देना चाहेंगे आप? सो आर यू गोइंग टू गिव योर email ID and its password to any other person, but you want other person to do the work for you? We don't give it.
I don't think so. It is safe.
Yes, it is a confidential. So instead of making that person to have my email ID and password, I will take their email ID. I'll not take their password. I'll take their email ID and I will give access to their email ID so that they can log in to my business page with their login IDs. Is that clear, ma'am?
So will they also be able to change on my web page to
So
do
that
changes?
is, so it is going to depend on what is the access you are going to give it. That is what we are going to see it in the page roles. So we will click on the page roles and we will see here. So the options are available over here. So assign a new page role. यहाँ पे जिसका भी आप एक्सेस देना चाहेंगे उस पर्सन का ईमेल आईडी एड्रेस या उनके नाम. So first and foremost thing, that person should be your member of your page. So that person should be a friend of your business page. Then once you are going to give the name or the email address and you want to give the access to that person, so यहाँ पे आपको ऑप्शन मिलेगा किस तरह का एक्सेस आप देना चाहेंगे. Is that admin? So admin दिया तो जो कुछ भी आप कर सकते हैं वही ऑप्शंस, यानी वो क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, किसी कंटेंट को क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, एडिट कर सकते हैं और डिलीट भी कर सकते हैं, और एक नया सा यूजर को भी क्रिएट कर सकता है आप एडमिन का परमिशन दिया तो. In case if you don't want to give it admin permission, then you can give it editor. Editor means that person can be able to edit the data what you have been entered. Okay. Then next thing is moderator. So the moderator will be like will be able to check all the what are the types of comments you are going to receive it. So what are the posts are going to be received. So that person can be able to check it out and find it. So in case if there is any kind of responses to be given, so that person can be able to give only to that post responses. So that they cannot be able to create the content. Okay. So commonly those people will be checking out. So whether the content, whatever the kind of responses they are getting it, is it in a way of acceptance or it is something kind of words which cannot be accepted. So you can be able to remove such type of contents. So from your pages or from your post. Okay. So moderators are like they are going to audit it. So kind of auditor we can be able to say it. The next thing is advertiser. So advertiser means the person who can be able to create the ads on your page. The next thing is analyst. So that person can be able to see your insights of your page. So how many people are coming, how many are visiting, how many are clicking on your post, liking, commenting, reacting, sharing. So all this, the graph reports, they can be able to watch it and they can be able to helpful to give insights to your page. Right? So you can be able to choose any one of this, or you can be able to choose multiple people with a different roles also. Okay. So once you are going to
these last three, moderator, advertiser, and analyst,
yeah,
they have the rights to edit also.
No, they will not edit with the existing content what they have it.
Moderator also do not have any edit rights to response back. अगर वो सिर्फ responses को देख रहा है,
वो सिर्फ आपको कमेंट दे सकता है, कमेंट पे रिप्लाई कर सकता है, रिप्लाई कर सकता है,
रिप्लाई दे सकता है.
हाँ, पोस्ट को एडिट नहीं कर सकता.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking, that he can respond back to the
yes,
audiences.
Yes.
Advertiser and analyst, they both cannot respond.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. So once you are going to choose with any of these options, so it will be sent an invitation to that mail IDs. जो कुछ भी आप यहाँ पे एक्सेस देना चाहेंगे उस ईमेल आईडी पे एक मेल जाएगा, वो नोटिफिकेशन को एक्सेप्ट कर लिया तो ही यहाँ पे उनका रोल यहाँ पे लिस्ट हो जाएगा. सो यहाँ पे एडमिन के नाम आपके नाम रहेगा और उसके नीचे जो कुछ भी आपने किसी तरह का रोल दिया हुआ है उसका नाम और उसका रोल यहाँ पे दिखाई देगा. Is that fine, everyone, with the page rules?
Sir, can you please repeat this existing page roles? उसमें क्या होता है?
नहीं, existing page roles यहाँ पे list of the names. अभी admin जो भी है वो आपका नाम पे रहेगा. उसके बाद में आपने कोई रोल्स को क्रिएट किया है तो उस पर्टिकुलर पर्सन का नाम और क्या रोल दिया हुआ है वो डिटेल्स यहाँ पे दिखाएगा. या सिर्फ लिस्ट देंगे यहाँ पे. ओके, यस. So this was all about how you can be able to give access to other person from related to your business page. The next thing is templates and tabs. So यहाँ पे आपको list of options दिखाई देगा जो आपको ये options को use कर सकते हैं. जो कुछ भी option यहाँ पे unselected या disabled रहेगा वो options वहाँ पे आपको नहीं दिखाएगा. So where do we can be able to see these options, templates and tabs is यहाँ पे आप page settings के बाहर आना चाहिए, यानी आपको मेन पेज पे आना चाहिए। मेन पेज आने के लिए above the page settings you have a name of your page, you can click on that। यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं मेरा पेज का नाम, यहाँ पे क्लिक कर लिया तो आप यहाँ पे द मेन पेज पे आ सकते हैं। तो यहाँ पे आपको ऑप्शंस दिखाई देगा। Just below to your profile name, you'll give a option to your audience. So which option they should be choosing it, they should see it. So we have to make it highlight। कौन कौन सा ऑप्शन को हाईलाइट करना चाहेंगे आप, ताकि वो आपके ऑडियंस का नजर उस पे जाएगा और for more information they will spend more time on your page। So that is one of the way of keeping your audience engaged with। Okay, so that is one of the digital marketing process what we are going to do it। Okay, so कौन सा ऑप्शंस आपको टॉप में रखना चाहेंगे, आप यहाँ पे लेके आ सकते हैं। So एक तो आप सेटिंग्स पे जाके यहाँ पे टेम्पलेट्स एंड टैब्स पे क्लिक कर सकता है, नहीं तो I'll go back, नहीं तो यहाँ पे मोर करके ड्रॉप डाउन बटन है, उसके ऊपर क्लिक कर लिया तो एडिट टैब्स करके रहेगा, उस पे भी क्लिक कर सकते हैं। So you can be able to choose it which are the options you wanted। So अभी समझ देंगे मेरा जो कैटेगरी है एडवर्टाइजिंग एजेंसी का कैटेगरी है। सो अभी मैंने कोई नया इवेंट या नया ऑफर को ऑफर कर रहा हूँ मेरे ऑडियंस को, तो जैसे ही हमारा पेज को ओपन करेंगे वो ऑफर्स के बारे में डिटेल्स देना चाहेंगे। सो इसके लिए आपको ऑफर्स का टैब आपको टॉप पे रखना चाहिए। सो अभी सर्विसेज पहले है, होम बटन वही रहेगा, उसको चेंज नहीं कर सकता है, वो ऑलवेज टॉप ही रहेगा। Instead of services, if you want to keep it offers on top, so you can just hold it and drag and drop। तो आपका टैब अरेंज हो जाएगा, rearranging। Okay, so you can be able to add it like this। So if you want some events details to be shared with your audience and that is the important event, so you can keep your event option on the top। Okay, so you can be able to change it the template। So presently it is taking it as a service template। आप change करना चाहेंगे तो आप यहाँ पे edit पे जाके you can choose it whichever the template type it is going to be applied to your business type, so you can be able to choose with। Okay, so it will not have a much difference, but the way of presenting your tabs, so that it will become based on this option। Okay, so certain options are going to be differed from one tab to, one template to another type of template। Okay, so you can be able to keep it the relevant type of template, you can select it and you can rearrange it। So once you rearrange it, you can go back to your home page and you can check it out whether is it showing the same tabs which have been arranged with। So you can see that अभी पहले ऑफर्स के ऑप्शंस दिखा रहा है, इवेंट्स और सर्विसेज। सो यू कैन कीप ऑन चेंजिंग। सो लेट्स अज्यूम इट अभी हमारे तरफ से कोई भी ऑफर्स नहीं है, तो ऑफर्स नहीं रहेगा तो भी फिर भी आप यहाँ पे ऑफर्स का ऑप्शन पहले दिया हुआ तो then it will be again negative impact। So in that case I have to bring something else, photos, videos, उसको आप टॉप पे लेके आ सकते हैं। So how you want to portray your business page, so in that way you can be able to rearrange the tabs। Okay, so this is one of the important the arrangements what you are supposed to do it for your business page। The next thing is, so any person who is going to come to your page, they look into your business details and if they're happy with you, with your content, and they want to get connected to you, अभी आपको कांटेक्ट करना चाहेंगे, सो किस तरह से हम कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, हमको कांटेक्ट डिटेल्स मिल सकते हैं। तो यहाँ पे आपको ऐड अ बटन करके एक ऑप्शन रहेगा, जो आप यहाँ पे क्लिक किया तो ऐड अ बटन के ऊपर यहाँ पे आपको ऑप्शन मिलेगा। तो किस तरह का एक्शन बटन आप देना चाहेंगे, यहाँ पे आप सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं। आपको कॉल्स रिसीव करना है तो आप कॉल लो पे दिया के आपका कॉन्टेक्ट नंबर दे सकते हैं, नहीं तो आपको सिर्फ फॉलो करना है, आपके पेज को फॉलो करना है, ऐसा रहेगा तो आप फॉलो बटन को सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं, नहीं तो आप कॉन्टेक्ट अस कोई भी वेबसाइट के एड्रेस दिया के आप कॉन्टेक्ट अस डिटेल्स दे सकते हैं। यू कैन यूज दिस कॉन्टेक्ट अस के जगह पे यू कैन ऑल्सो यूज दैट गूगल फॉर्म। Suppose if they are interested and if we want to collect the details of my audience, details देना चाहेंगे, so यहाँ पे contact us करके ऑप्शन देके हम यहाँ पे वो गूगल फॉर्म का लिंक दे सकते हैं। So let me try that. I think everyone knows how did we create that Google form. So let me go to the forms. So we have already created a forms. We'll click on this and we will click on send option. And click on link account, shorten the URL and copy the link. So the same link I will give it over here. So if anyone is going to show the interest about our product or services, so they can be able to click on this contact us button. So it will get open with my Google form so that I can be able to collect the information from my audience. So this is one of the way of collecting the leads. Is that clear, understood with this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you for the response. Yes.
Yes,
So now,
sir, very clear.
yeah. So the next thing is, so as I said, do not keep your profile picture or the cover images blank. So because if anyone comes and see inside the house, if there is no any kind of person or any kind of recognition that we are in the house or somewhere in a vacant place, so we have to make the differences. Same way here also, anyone comes to my business page, so they should be able to get a curiosity that what this company or the business can provide us. It is going to be helpful to us. See, no person comes to us without any expectations. Everyone has their expectations. So there is no anything like it has to be like this only. So when it comes to the business, always the expectation is, so I expect that person who is going to get connected to me is going to give a business. So to make that person attractive, it is mandatory to give the profile picture and cover image. So mandatory से देना पड़ेगा. Okay. So now, how do I choose a image that it has to fit in this particular place? So आपको again canva.com. So try to use Canva as much as possible. Okay. So log in with your email IDs. Then you can be able to go to the search and type it the Facebook cover post or Facebook covers. So choose it so that it is going to give the template which is going to be with exact that space, that size. Okay. So you can be able to either choose with any of the templates which are available, or you can be able to choose it with the blank one. Okay, let me take this. So you can see that different types of colors or images has been added over here. If you want, you can change it by selecting that particular place with the colors also. Okay, so I can be able to change with this. So with this, I can be able to add with my text or the image also, you can be able to add it. So let me add the edit. Okay, so let's assume it. This is going to be my cover image and I can be able to download it. And I'll rename this as Facebook cover image. So I'll go over here to edit, upload the image, select it. So you are going to see over here, save changes. So I've not gone to the much designing part as of now. So for the immediate, I've been used this format. You can be able to design it however you want it. You can add the characters. You can add it like you are putting your own visiting card over here. So even that also it is going to be helpful. You can put your own images so that if anyone is going to get connected to you, so they can be able to identify directly that it is with you, it has been communicated, right? So we have to add with the cover image. We have been added with the profile picture also. Okay.
एक मिनट सर ये हमने कैसे करा कैनवस से हम कैसे लाए इस पर कैनवस से हमने बना दिया लिख दिया था एंड देन हाउ वी हैव
We had
imported here from
downloaded.
here
We downloaded first.
अच्छा
पहले
अच्छा
हमने
ओके
डाउनलोड किया है. डाउनलोड करने के बाद में यहाँ पे एडिट के ऑप्शन पे क्लिक करके अपलोड फोटो पे क्लिक किया और आपने आपके लोकल ड्राइव से यहाँ पे अपलोड कर दिया.
ओके गॉट इट सर
Yes. Yeah. So we have been brought with our cover image as well as a profile image. So the next thing is you can be able to invite the people. So you have a 3 dots that is going to give you a list of other actions. So if anyone wants to like our page, they can be able to click over here, follow, share the page, create in case if you want to create a new page, आप नया सा पेज को क्रिएट करना चाहेंगे, इसके अलावा और कोई पेज को क्रिएट करना चाहेंगे तो आप क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. सो लाइक भी कर सकते हैं आपके पेज को. Then next you can be able to invite the friends. So invite friends पे गए तो आपको आपके पर्सनल प्रोफाइल में जितने भी कॉन्टैक्ट्स हैं, तो उन लोगों को आप इन्विटेशन भेजना चाहेंगे तो आप यहाँ पे सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. Okay, so you can be very specific that to whom do you want to invite it to this business page. So you can select it one by one. So select करके यहाँ पे check box है right side पे. So आप यहाँ पे check करके फिर आप यहाँ पे send करके आपको option आएगा send invitation करके. तो send करने के बाद में उन लोगों के Facebook account पे आप भी you will be having an experiences that someone is going to create the page and they will send it so that it will show on the notifications. So it will be displayed on the notifications. So you can be able to select that and they can be able to accept it. So once they accept the invitations which has been sent by your side, so that people will be there as a friends, as your followers of this page. Okay, so
they will be able to see the business page of ours, but they will not
yes,
be able to edit anything
they will
or
not
post
be able to
anything.
edit it. They will not edit it nor post it. Whatever we post it, they will be the people who will be getting our post first.
Yeah, they will be getting the notification of our
Yes,
post, and if
yes,
they share our post in their Facebook account, so
yes,
the audiences can be increased, because
yes, yes, surely,
in this way we, yeah.
yes. So like that, you can be able to reach it out to the people who are unknown to you. Okay, so that
Yes,
is the,
yes.
yeah, that is the difference between the Facebook personal profile and the Facebook business page.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, fine. So the next thing is the important part is how we can be able to reach to our audiences is it is through the post. So we can be able to create the post directly over here. So you can be able to add a text. So you can write the text over here. Okay. So there's a normal post you are going to do it. With this, you can be also be able to add the emojis if you want it. Otherwise, you can be able to make this background with a colorful. So this is hybrid posting. So you can be able to choose with the color template so that it is going to be shown behind to it. Okay. But when you are going to use this hybrid template, it will not allow you to add the image to your post. So if you think that you want to add an image with this text, so in that case, do not use the hybrid colors. So you can select it with the white in color so that it will turn it into white and it will allow you to add an image. So you can add the image if you have been created any post related to your requirement or any offers, events, anything you want to share it through a post with an image format, you can be able to add it through an image. Okay. So in case if you are having a video also, you can be able to upload a video also. Okay. So let me not add anything. So let me keep only with text. So with this, you can be also be able to add it more. So if you want to link it with your WhatsApp link, you can be able to add it. In case if you want to give a location details, from where are you doing this postings. So if you're talking about any particular content, so for that, what it is required, you can be able to add it over here. Okay, so let me go back. So once after adding with all these options, so you can be able to click on post option. So here you can also be able to see the boost post. So boost post means as soon as you are going to post this post, you will be asked to promote it. So promote this particular post. Do you want to promote your particular post over here? So if you click on this, then it will allow you to run an advertisement on this particular post. Okay. So I'll click on posting option. So you
But
can,
Boost Post is a paid one, right? If we,
yes,
if we want, we have to pay, right, for
yes.
boosting.
It means an
So
ad.
is it,
You are creating an advertisement of that particular post. You are promoting it.
no, but is it like useful or worth boosting? Because you know, like if we post so many, like there's so many posts
Yes,
for each
it
and every
is.
post we want to
No,
boost.
it is
So
not mandatory. It is not mandatory to post it, boost it every post. If you think that this particular post can give me a lot of sales or conversions can happen, it is all depending upon the content, how you want to bring it up. So if you're talking about anything specifically which can help you to get the sales, so then you can be able to boost it. Otherwise, it's not required. Say the business page, why do you create it? It is all talking about the businesses. And with that, so the same page, we can also be able to use it for the branding purpose. When you're talking about the branding, you should be able to talk it in the general also. You should be able to talk about that industry also. And you should be able to talk about your products and services also. So in certain places, you are not mandatory to boost it. It is not required to boost it. Okay, if you think that this
but I am
yes,
like I am also posting, but you know, if we are not boosting any post, so we are not getting so much of response or something like that. Like
yes. So what
uh,
happens if you are going to, yeah, if you are going to post only, it will reach only to those people who are connected to your business page.
yeah, and that is the only thing. We are
Yes,
not reaching many people yet.
yes.
So
So again, that the alternative option is pay the money, reach it to the unknown people.
yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, that is the only thing. In Instagram also, if we are posting something there also,
anywhere. So
so where to
no,
boost
it's a
that?
simple
That is
one.
the
It's a simple man. When you created a Facebook account or Instagram account, whether they ask you about your what is your assets value, what is your credit card, what is your debit card details, they didn't ask. So they gave a free account, everyone created it.
yes, yes.
So why did they give it as a free of account? It is not only Facebook or Instagram, anywhere on the internet, even the Google also. Why it is giving us a free account as a Gmail account? Because we are the database to them, and this database, our database, this people will go and share it to those people, to the advertisers, right? So they are going
Yes,
to pay the money to these people and they are going to take our data, and finally the advertiser will come to us stating that this is our product, so we can be able to see the ad.
yes, I
Okay,
understand.
yes. So like that, so if we are in the shoe of a audience, so your data is being used. If you are in the shoe of an a marketer, then the Facebook or any social media or any search engine people will ask you to pay the money and they can give the data to you. Okay, yes. So in case if you want to keep that particular post as a boosting post, that is you want to advertise that particular post, then you can be able to give it the boost post option as yes, you can enable that option. So when you are going to boost that post, you will be asked whether this content, do you consider it as a special ad category. So special ad categories means anything related to the employment, housing related, like real estate related, or is it a social issues or anything related to the politics? Because uh, the social media platform is being used by the people, and more than that, misused by the fake people. So they do not want to keep the social media platform always for the controversies. So certain times when you are going to put a content, so if the content has anything which is not acceptable, it's not legally it is approved, or it has not been considered as an, it is an useful information to the other person. If it is hurting someone's kind of social platforms or anything, so they will be stopping that particular post, as well as they are going to block that account also. So the actions will be taken. If you say that if my post is related to any of this particular category, then I have to enable that option, and I have to provide certain documents to the Facebook people, so that I have to prove myself that whatever I'm posting the detail, it is not going to hurt anyone, any community. Okay, so in this case, regularly when you are
Angel join कर लो.
so you are not going to,
Angel join कर लो. Angel join कर.
yeah, so don't enable this option until and unless it is very specific. Okay, the next thing is the audience. Who are your audience? To whom do you target with? So you can be able to choose it over here. So by default, it has created one profile. So where the location is saying India, Bangalore. So it is there. If you want to create it a new kind, you can create a new kind of a customer database. Okay. So let me create it as a new. So let me give the database name as June 2022 campaign. So in this campaign, I'm going to target the people. Is that my content, it is going to be gender biased? So is it only for the men or women, or for all? So you can choose the option. Then whether the content is being accepted by any age, you can be able to choose it over here. So if you think that this content, it has to be reached only to those audience who comes under this particular age category. So you can be able to select it as per the age wise. The next thing is the location wise. So I'll just take it out and give the place where I'm targeting it. So let's assume it this time I'm going to target it with this content to this particular place called Mysore, and 25 kilometers radius to that place, Bangalore. Then let me choose it as Gurugram. Okay, so like this, I can be able to choose that particular locations where I'm going to target. Who are my audience for this particular post? Okay, so try to be very careful when you're going to choose with the categories. Okay, so to whom do you want to target? That is a niche, we can say it. The target niche is which place or location, or it could be the type of people, category of people. Okay, so it is going to be selected over here. And what kind of people? So you can go for a detailed targeting, click on browse option. you have a list of people who comes under the respective category. Do you want to target those people who comes under this categories? So if my product is something related to the educational, so I can be able to select those people who comes under the education category and who are studying, who are doing a graduation or who have already finished with the graduation. So you can be able to choose it that options. Okay, so it is like in-depth targeting. So you can be able to select only those people to whom exactly this information has to be reached. Okay, so you can be able to get these options. So in case if my product is not related to the education, so I can be able to choose with any other options like financial. Financial commonly it is not applicable for the Indian audience because we don't have any audiences who comes under respective financial incomes. Okay, the next life events. So if my product is something related to the making the person's life best moment, so I can be able to select with that options. Then parenting, if any product it is talking about the parenting related, who are already a parent of the particular age of kid. So if your target is related to such kind of product related to this category, you can be able to select it with. Okay, so like this, you have a lot of options, but only the thing is you should be able to take a time and select it with the respective category. So now let's assume it that I'm targeting the people. My business is talking about the training, the consultancy, and as well as the advertising. So if it is a training means I'll be targeting the people who are going to do with. So the person who is doing a degree, so is my target. Okay, so whatever you are going to select it, on the top, it is going to be shown over there. Okay, the next interest. So this interest means what kind of post or what kind of search you do it on the Facebook. So on that basis, you can be able to choose your categorized audience. So my audiences are related to the business and industry because I'm doing advertising as my business. So I'll be targeting the people who are looking for the advertising services. So I'll target them. So I'll be targeting the business people. Okay, so like this, I can be able to select it, but be sure that whatever the category you selected, it is going to be relevant to your subject. Okay, so do not just select it, I like this. No, because you are paying the money for this. Is that clear? Yes. So you have to choose your targeted audience over here. So once it has been selected, you can just go back to the previous screen and you can be able to see that all your details, whatever you have been given, has it been shown over here? Yes, if I scroll down the screen at the bottom, you can be able to see that based on the details, whatever I've given. So the estimated audience size is 22.7 million to 26.8 millions of people can be reached. So it says potential reach is now estimated. Okay, so it is all going to be dependent on the age wise, the gender wise, then the types of audience wise. Okay, so this kind of numbers we can be able to expect. I'll save this audience list. So now you can be able to see on the right hand side. So this is audience list what I've created as a June 2022 campaign. So on the right hand side, you can see that what is the estimated reach can happen. So people reach on a daily basis, it can happen up to 414 to minimum is 414 and up to 1.2K. The next thing is post engagement. So you can have it. Post engagement is that there are chances that they can be able to get back to you. Okay. So there are chances. So up to 55. And this can happen only when you are going to be ready to spend the money up to 560 rupees if it is your budget. So if you want to change the budget and if you want to see for what duration of time your ad can be run. So you can see here for the 7 days and your budget, it is taken as 560 totally for 7 days. So based on that, this results can be expected. Suppose if you are going to change, for example, I don't want to run it only for 7 days. I want to run it for 10 days. Okay. So if I want to run it for 10 days and if you are keeping the same 560 as a budget, so it is not going to be accepted. So there is a minimum budget based on the requirements, based on the selection of the days. So if your amount is not going to be, it is a kind of a tender. Okay, so it is like bidding. So you cannot be able to compete with your competitor if you are going to spend this money to run your advertisement. So for that reason, we are going to either reduce the time period if you want, otherwise you can do. You can be able to increase with the value of your budget. So 1000 rupees. So totally it is 1180. So here 518 people to 1.5K can be reached on daily basis. If it is 10 days means, so just imagine it will be minimum 5,000 to, sorry, 50,000 to, okay, 5,180. So minimum 5,000 audience to up to it is 15,000 audience we can say.
This ad will run only to like one particular country or any
So
country.
you have selected the location, madam. When you are created with audience, so we had been add an option to select the location. So you can select the location and you can run it for that particular regions.
No, if I want to advertise in UAE, so it will
You can.
amount will come in. No, then we have to pay in rupees if
Yes,
we want
in
to
that
do.
case, wait. I'll just take you to that screen. So these are the details what you are going to add it, and the Facebook placements like this ad, it is going to run it on Facebook as well as on Messenger. Both the places it is going to run, and you can be able to add your money. So in any one of these ways. Okay. So is that clear to everyone with this value still here? So I'll just show you, ma'am, like where you can be able to change the currency of your country.
Okay.
Yeah. So hope everyone were able to understand how we can be able to boost our post. Okay.
Yes.
So I'll just go back. I'll not continue with it. So I'll go to the page.
सर इज दिस सेम पेजेस जो मार्केट प्लेस पे देख पाते हैं हम लोग, ये सेम पेजेस वही है?
Yeah. Yes. So here you can go to the settings or edit page info. You can go to the edit page info. So here, whatever the details we had been given. So in this screen, you have an option at the last, the currency option. So here you can be able to select it, whichever the currency you want to use with.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I can pay in Indian rupees, but I can advertise here, right? Is it possible?
Yeah. Like whenever you are going to give the value over here, see that is internally it is for you. So it is going to show only to you that whatever the currency type you are going to take it over here. So based on this currency type only the values it is going to show over there. Okay. So it depends upon your bank account. If your bank account it is there in the UAE country, so and your currency values there it is being used as in dinar. Is it dinar or
No,
yeah,
dirhams.
dirham? Sorry. So dirhams is there. So if you want to pay it for the Indian rupees, you have to convert the dirhams into Indian rupees in the bank.
Okay.
Okay. So here, whatever the currency you take it, so that is what the currency it is going to show. The values are shown over here with the same names.
Okay.
Okay,
Understood.
fine. Yeah. Yeah. ma'am.
And it is vice versa also. If we select the location as UAE, but we select the currency INR, then the changes would happen from INR to the UAE currency.
So again, it is going to display whichever the currency you are going to use it. The values will be shown in that particular currency type.
Yeah, but location we can select.
Yes.
Any location.
Yes. Okay. So fine. Let me come to the page.
I also want to understand this Meta Business Suite.
Yeah. So
What is
whatever we are going to create it over here, I'll just take it 2-3 more information on this basis. Then I'll take you to the Meta Business Suite. So here you can also see that when you are creating the post, what we created just now, it wasn't just a text post. So in this case, you can also be able to create a post specifically related to the event. If you are going to organize, कोई भी इवेंट आप ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हैं, नहीं तो आप कोई भी इवेंट का ऑर्गेनाइजर या को ऑर्गेनाइजर है या आप पार्टिसिपेंट है और उसको आप प्रमोट करना चाहेंगे, तो यहाँ पे इवेंट के ऑप्शन पे क्लिक करके सिर्फ इवेंट के डिटेल्स को यहाँ पे दे सकते हैं. So here it is asking you whether it is an online event or is it an offline. So in person is nothing but offline. So let me take it as an offline. So here you are supposed to give it with event name. और उसके रिलेटेड जो कुछ भी डिटेल्स है यहाँ पे आप दिखा सकते हैं और देने के बाद में आप इसको बूस्ट भी कर सकते हैं. So you can give all the details about the event where you are going to invite the people. Okay, either it could be online or offline. You have to choose with the options. The same way you are supposed to, you can be able to make use of an option as offer. So आपका offer post अलग से दिखाना चाहेंगे और more details उसको दिखाना चाहेंगे तो यहाँ पे आप दे सकते हैं. So you can be able to give the offers in this ways. Percentage में या specifically कोई amount के ऊपर पे, नहीं तो एक buy one get one free के तरह या कोई भी services को free देने के तरफ से या कोई भी आपका स्पेसिफिक टाइप ऑफ ऑफर्स देना चाहेंगे तो आप यहाँ पे सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. लेट मी अज्यूम इट एज परसेंटेज ऑफ एंड आई एम गोइंग टू गिव अ 50% off. Okay, then you have to specify it a product or services. So let me say that digital marketing training. So I can give the description over here. So you can see जो कुछ भी हमें यहाँ पे लेफ्ट हैंड पे दे रहा है, यहाँ पे आप राइट हैंड साइड पे देख सकते हैं. जो कुछ भी आप लिख रहा है वहां पे दिखा रहा है. ओके, सो इसके साथ में आप कोई भी पोस्टर आपने क्रिएट किया है, कैनवो को यूज करके आप पोस्टर्स को भी क्रिएट कर सकते हैं और उसको यहाँ पे अपलोड किया तो वो यहाँ पे दिखाई देगा. ओके, सो whatever you are going to create it related to the offer, you can create it through a Canva post and posters you can create it and you can be able to upload it over here. और यहाँ पे आपको स्पेसिफाई करना चाहिए ये ऑफर कब तक रहेगा. So वो डेट आप देना चाहिए यहाँ पे, and whether this offer is going to happen in the store, यानी फिजिकल स्टोर में ही ये ऑफर मिलेगा, नहीं तो ऑनलाइन स्टोर पे मिलेगा, यानी ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग. इज इट व्हाट ऑप्शन डू यू वांट टू गिव इट? नहीं, दोनों भी देना चाहेंगे तो आप दोनों को भी सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. आप ऑनलाइन करके सेलेक्ट किया तो उसके लिए आपको वो URL लिंक देना पड़ता है. ओके, सो आफ्टर गिविंग ऑल दिस डिटेल्स, गिव द call to action button. Okay, so you can be able to choose that option. So any terms and condition for this offer आप यहाँ पे दे सकते हैं. कोई प्रोमो कोड आप देना चाहेंगे आप यहाँ पे दे सकते हैं. सब कुछ देने के बाद में पब्लिश किया तो वो पोस्ट आपके इन द फ्रेंड्स को मिलेंगे और उसको बूस्ट कर लिया तो सब लोगों को जा सकते हैं जिसको आप टारगेट कर रहे थे. Okay, so these are the types of posts what you can be able to do it on the Facebook business pages. Okay, so you can be able to make use of this any of these options. So the next thing is, so whatever we were doing it now on this business page के ऊपर जो कुछ भी हमने ट्राई किया है, okay, so आपको यही डिटेल्स आप दूसरे जगह पे भी दे सकते हैं. मेटा बिजनेस सूट. So before Meta Business Suite, it was been called as a Facebook business account. Facebook business account means you can directly open your Facebook page instead of opening your personal profile and then go to the business page. उसके बदले में डायरेक्टली आप आपके बिजनेस पेज को ओपन करना चाहिए, उसमें ही आप काम करना चाहेंगे तो आप मेटा बिजनेस सूट या उसके लिए अलग सा वेब एड्रेस है business.facebook.com. तो डायरेक्टली यहाँ पे फेसबुक business.facebook.com पे लॉगिन कर लिया तो आपको सिर्फ आपका बिजनेस पेज का डिटेल्स यहाँ पे दिखाई देगा, आपका पर्सनल आईडी का डिटेल्स नहीं देंगे. Is that clear with the Meta Business Suite?
Yes.
Yeah, fine. So जो कुछ भी आपने वहां पे कर रहा था आप यहाँ पे भी कर सकते हैं. You can see that create post option is available. So you can click on create post. So yeah. या सो यहाँ पे आप डायरेक्टली आपका इमेज या वीडियो लिंक उसको भी यूज कर सकते हैं, और यहाँ पे आपका टेक्स्ट डिटेल्स दे सकते हैं, इमोजीज को ऐड कर सकते हैं, और इसके साथ में आप हेलो या फाइन। तो इसके साथ में आपको और एक ऑप्शन आपको मिलेगा, शेड्यूलिंग ऑप्शंस। शेड्यूलिंग ऑप्शंस मीन्स आप अभी पोस्ट क्रिएट करेंगे, बट आपका पोस्ट अभी रीच करना है तो पब्लिश नाउ, immediately it is going to get published on your page। नहीं, अभी आपको पब्लिश नहीं करना चाहिए, स्पेसिफिक टाइम पे वो टाइमिंग पे टाइमर के ऊपर से आपको पोस्ट पब्लिश होना चाहिए, ऐसा रहेगा तो
तो
आप
बिजनेस facebook.com यूज करने का फायदा क्या है?
business.facebook.com इट इज द सेम पेज। आपने जो कुछ भी बिजनेस पेज आपने facebook.com पे क्रिएट किया हुआ है, वही डिटेल्स आपको यहाँ पे मिल सकता है। द फर्क इज द डिफरेंस, आप यहाँ पे facebook.com पे आप लॉग इन किए तो पहले आपके पर्सनल फेसबुक अकाउंट पे जाता है, और उसके बाद में ही आपके बिजनेस पेज अकाउंट पे जाता है, ठीक है। पर आप डायरेक्टली बिना आपके पर्सनल प्रोफाइल को यूज करके डायरेक्टली सिर्फ बिजनेस पेज को ही लॉग इन करके उसमें आप काम करना चाहेंगे तो आप business.facebook.com पे जा सकता है। और फीचर्स को भी आप कंपेयर कर लिया तो अभी तक आपने जो कुछ भी एड्स को जो कुछ भी आपने पोस्ट को क्रिएट किया है, वहां पे जो ऑप्शन दिया हुआ है और यहाँ पे जो दिया हुआ है ऑप्शंस, आप थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस दे सकते हैं। क्या आपको यहाँ पे पोस्ट करने के टाइम पे शेड्यूलिंग ऑप्शन आपको कहीं पे भी दिखाया दिया था? आपको अभी दिखा रहा हूं।
No.
So is it useful with this scheduling option?
Yes, it can be useful.
Yes. So for example, आप किसी को विश करना चाहिए, नहीं तो कोई भी फेस्टिवल को विश करना चाहिए, आपने बढ़िया सा एक पोस्टर क्रिएट किया हुआ है, उसको आप सिर्फ आपके डॉक्यूमेंट पे रखने से बदले में आप पहले से ही पूरा का पूरा डिटेल्स कंटेंट को रेडी करके आप ड्राफ्ट करके रख सकते हैं। ड्राफ्ट करके रखा तो वो वैसे ही रहेगा, वो पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे वो पोस्ट नहीं हो जाएगा, हमको मैन्युअली से पोस्ट करना पड़ेगा। शेड्यूल कर लिया तो आपका जो कुछ भी कंटेंट आपने क्रिएट करके रखा हुआ है, वो कंटेंट पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे, यानी आज की रात 12 AM पे एग्जैक्टली मेरा पोस्ट सभी ऑडियंस को रीच होना चाहिए। फॉर एग्जांपल कोई भी मूवी का ट्रेलर पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे रिलीज होता है ना, वैसे करने के लिए शेड्यूलिंग ऑप्शन यूजफुल होता है।
पर सर वो पोस्ट तो सबको ही होगा, because when we created this Facebook business page, we have selected option, we have linked the option with our Insta account, with our other accounts also. So how will we able to hide from some certain users in that case? Because एक को भी पोस्ट करेंगे तो सबको जाएगा।
या पोस्ट किया तो यानी आप पर्टिकुलरली आपका जो कुछ भी फ्रेंड्स लिस्ट में है उसमें से आपको हाइड करना चाहिए करके भरा।
या दैट्स व्हाट आई एम आस्किंग कि अगर हमें चाहिए कि हम कुछ पोस्ट सबको ना भेजना चाहें, इंस्टा पे नहीं भेजना चाहें या फिर कहीं और नहीं भेजना चाहते, नाउ वी वांट सम स्पेसिफिक पोस्ट टू गो टू सम स्पेसिफिक पीपल, then we have to change the business page settings again, then we can utilize this.
Yes, you have
Otherwise
to, you have to like जिसको भी आप इनविटेशन देना चाहेंगे आप स्पेसिफिकली उन लोगों को सेलेक्ट करके चूज करके आप इनविटेशन भेज सकते हैं। पहले जब भी आप बिजनेस पेज को क्रिएट करेंगे, आपको आपका जो बिजनेस पेज सभी आपके फ्रेंड्स लोगों को ऑटोमेटिकली से उसका डिटेल्स नहीं जाएगा अनटिल एंड अनलेस आपने उन लोगों को इनविटेशन भेजा, तो ही उन लोगों को इनविटेशन मिल सकते हैं और वो लोग एक्सेप्ट किया तो ही वो लोग आपके फॉलोअर्स करके रहेंगे, आपके फ्रेंड्स या फॉलोअर्स। ओके, उसके बाद में फॉलोअर्स होने के बाद में भी आपको उन लोगों को आप स्पेसिफिकली पर्टिकुलर लोगों को नहीं दिखाना चाहेंगे, तो आपको फिर से उन लोगों को हाइड करना चाहिए। आपका पोस्ट को आप जिसको भी नहीं भेजना चाहेंगे, वो लोगों का फ्रेंड्स जो कुछ भी लिस्ट रहेगा उसमें उसको हाइड करना चाहिए।
तो वो सेटिंग्स हमें बार बार चेंज करनी पड़ सकती हैं। इन दैट केस अगेन वी हैव टू सेंड द इनविटेशन। अगर हमने अभी हाइड कर दिया, सेटिंग चेंज करके फिर दोबारा से हम उनको इनवाइट भेजेंगे।
यस, आप इनविटेशन उन लोगों को भेज दीजिए जिसको आप देना चाहिए। नहीं, मेरे जो कुछ भी एग्जिस्टिंग फ्रेंड्स है पर्सनल प्रोफाइल में, उन लोगों को मैं कभी भी इनविटेशन नहीं देना चाहूंगा करके कहे तो भी नो प्रॉब्लम, द पोस्ट विल बी विद इन योर अकाउंट अनटिल एंड अनलेस आप बूस्ट पोस्ट किया। तो बूस्ट पोस्ट करने के टाइम पे आपके जो कुछ भी कॉन्टैक्ट्स है उन लोगों के अलावा बाहर लोगों को आप उसको पोस्ट कर सकते हैं।
ओके, वी डोंट हैव एज सच ग्रुपिंग सिस्टम, जैसे हम ईमेल मार्केटिंग में काफी सारे ग्रुप्स बना देते थे, टैग्स बना देते थे।
नहीं, टैग्स
फेसबुक मार्केटिंग
या सो ऐसा रहेगा। तो या so you can be able to do one thing as a group, you can create it. So for example, यहाँ पे आपको ऑप्शन मिलेगा, let me give you, यहाँ पे आपको ऑप्शन मिलेगा जो कुछ भी आपने ग्रुप्स में क्रिएट किया है या आप कोई ग्रुप्स के हिस्से, इफ यू आर अ पार्ट ऑफ एनी ग्रुप, उन लोगों को ही आपको स्पेसिफिकली भेजना चाहेंगे तो आप यहाँ पे ग्रुप्स में लिस्ट आउट कर सकते हैं। पर उसमें से आपको सिर्फ पर्टिकुलर लोगों को ही भेजना चाहेंगे ऐसा कहेंगे तो आपको दोबारा से सेटिंग्स करना चाहिए।
ओके सर।
Okay, yes, fine. So this is how the posting type, the screens and options what you are going to get in the normal facebook.com business page account, posting screen and Meta Business Suite posting screen. So the options are different and you have a little bit more options comparatively to the normal business page account to Meta Business Suite account. Okay, so you can be able to see that insights. So this, it is going to give you an idea that how many posts you have been done and how many people have been seen your post, how much it has been reached. So it is going to give you an insights about it. So the statistics information you can be able to get it. So in this Meta Business Suite, you can go over here as a insights option. आप नॉर्मल पेज में गएंगे तो सेटिंग्स में जाके सॉरी नॉट ऑन सेटिंग्स, डायरेक्टली यू हैव एन ऑप्शंस या सो यहाँ पे इनसाइट्स का ऑप्शंस है जहाँ पे आपको डिटेल्स आपको ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन की तरफ से आपको मिलेगी। Okay, So this is how you can be able to check with your performance of your page, and you can be able to take action on the necessary period times. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you have any kind of a questions, you can raise it. So today I've been explained about how you can be able to do with the business page account creation and how you can be able to make use of that, and what are the necessary things you have to mandatorily feed up your business page, and how you can be able to post it and how you can be able to boost it. Okay. So and also how you can be able to make use of meta business suite. So the next session, it is going to be a continuation of Facebook marketing, but in that case, it is going to be on ads. It will be purely on the ads purpose. Okay, so how we can be able to create an ad on the Meta Business Suite or on the normal business account. Okay, what is the difference and what is the best way of creating the ads? We are going to see it in the next session. So if anyone has any kind of questions, you can take 2 minutes of time and you can be able to raise it and clear it.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah, go ahead.
In last session, you have just MailChimp. You just filled all your details.
Yes, yes.
I also had tried one at home in desktop.
Okay.
I just filled all the details which I have with me.
Okay.
But it's asking what's website URL. Can you just explain what's website URL?
Website URL is if you have any website of your own. See where it was been asked with the website URL, it's mandatory. Is that was a mandatory field it was asking?
No, it's not mandatory, but I was just asking what's
okay,
that.
website URL is nothing but if you have your own website, for example, www.lokeshraj.com. So that is my website where it is containing all my information, all my business details. So if I purchased any domain and I have hold my own website, so that link I can be able to give it over there. So if you have, you can be able to use it. Otherwise, you can create your landing page and you can give that landing page link only in that website URL.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Yes. Is there anyone else?
I wanted to ask you one thing.
Yes.
If I want to pin post, like, is there any announcement or anything for related to my product, anything? If I want to pin it, that it should be there on top only. So how can I do
yes, we can do that. So suppose if I have a 2-3 post, so let's assume it this as a profile picture. You can see that this particular post should be always on top. So if you see on the just next to that post name, the 3 dots, what you have it here, you have an option as pin to top of page. So I can click on this and you can keep always that particular post on the top.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So is there anyone else who has any kind of
Now in Facebook, we can create our shop also.
Yes, you can be able to. You have an option as a shop. So you can add your products information into this.
So that shop link, how is it possible? Like, how can we just send that shop link to others, like to everyone?
So that we have it over here also. You can be able to see that once you are going to open with the shop page, you can see the URL link on the top. So that link itself, you can be able to start to share it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in that shop, if I don't want that buy now option, like like we cannot do the payment there.
Okay.
So how, like if someone wants to buy something from that shop, but I don't want to like do the payment thing over there. So
You don't want to give the payment gateway over there.
yes, payment option in Facebook.
Yeah.
How will they just do the payment then?
See, in that case, what you can do it is you can give the details over there, and you can give a link. You can give a link of your website where you have a payment gateway.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So in that description of the item, you can give that link, and if anyone is interested, they will click on there. So you can give a comment or a description over there as to buy this, click on this below link. So they will click on that and they will come to your page and they will use the payment gateway over there.
Okay, understood.
Yes. Fine. I think we can be able to wind up the session. So if you have any other doubts, please try first. And then if you have any issues, please put it into the WhatsApp group so that we can be able to try to sort out the issues as soon as possible. So we'll meet on the next class with the Facebook ads concept. Thank you all. Have a nice time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Jai Hind.